Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Irfan Elahi and today we are going to start chapter number 4. The first article is work. So work is defined as the product of the magnitude of the displacement and the component of the force in the direction of displacement. This is the definition of work. Work is defined as the product of the magnitude of displacement and the component of force along the displacement is called work. So if we see in this figure, a body is moving from point A to point B covering distance d or the displacement d when a force is being applied on it at angle theta. So if we divide the force into its components, so its x component, that is F cos theta, is along the direction of d. So work will be d times the component of force along d, which is Fx or F cos theta. So mathematically we may write work W is equal to Fd cos theta, where d is the magnitude of the displacement and F cos theta is the component of force along d. It can also be written as F dot d, as we have earlier discussed in a scalar product or the dot product of two vectors, in which we have defined the scalar product by mathematically that the product of the magnitude of a vector and the component of vector along this vector. So work is defined mathematically as W is equal to F dot d, Fd cos theta, and this is equal to F cos theta d, means the component of force along d. So next is, what are different conditions of work done. So work is a scalar quantity because it is a dot product of two vectors. Also positive work is done when theta is less than 90, means theta is in first quadrant, because in this cos theta has positive value. So work is positive for theta is equal to less than 90. No work is done when theta is 90 because cos 90 is 0. So no work will be done at theta 90 if force and displacement are perpendicular. In this case no work will be done. Work will be negative when theta is greater than 90, because in this condition cos theta has negative value. Next is the unit of work. The unit of work is joule and it is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter, because W is equal to F dot d. So Fd, F force has the unit of Newton and d has the unit of displacement, that is meter. So 1 Newton into 1 meter is equal to 1 joule. 1 joule can also be defined as the work done by a force will be 1 joule if a force of 1 Newton displaces a body through a displacement of 1 meter in its direction. So this is 1 joule. Next is work done by a variable force. In this case the force will not be constant. Force will change. Like if we move a body with initial force F1, then F2, then F3, it means force is not constant but the work will be done. So we have to discuss the work done by a variable force. A variable force is that force that changes with time, which is not constant one. To find the value of or the expression for the work done by variable force, we have to see this figure. At point A, and this is point B. At this point force F1 is being applied, which is making an angle theta 1, and its displacement is d1. Next is d2, force is F2 and making angle theta 2. Next will be F3, theta 3 and d3 and so on. So the work done will be equal to sum of all the work done by these forces. For example, in the first case, the first interval, the work done delta W1 is equal to F1 dot delta D1, and this will be equal to F1 cos theta 1 delta D1, because theta was theta 1 and the displacement was delta d1 and force was F1. Similarly, for the second interval, delta W2 is equal to F2 dot delta D2, this will become F2 delta D2 cos theta 2, and similarly for delta W3, delta W4 and delta Wn. So the total work will be the sum of all these, the work done in these intervals. So total work can be written as summation I is equal to 1 to n Fi cos theta I delta Di if we have converted the path into n intervals with variable force Fi, and the angle between the force and the displacement is theta I. So this is the expression for work done by a variable force. This is the plot. This is the plot. This is the D along D, and this is F cos theta. Because force is also being changed because F cos theta, F is F1 cos theta 1, theta is changing and the magnitude of force is changing. So that's why this curve is this one, because force is being changed. Here the force is maximum, then it is decreasing, and this one because it is a variable force. So this is the graph of work done by variable force. Thank you very much. Inshallah, in the next lecture we will see the remaining articles of the chapter number 4. If you have any question, any query, you can easily ask. Thank you very much.